What's up, Dapper Squad? It's your boy Darius back at it again with My Hero Academia Season 8, Episode 4. Remember, if you guys want the full, uncut, unedited version of this reaction, all right there, check out that Patreon. Links are down below like always. I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's hop right into today's episode. This one's called Quirk Explosion. Okay, Bakugo. All right. Looks like a cell expand. Maybe not. Is this all for one talking? What is going on? She's pregnant, drinking, with spikes growing out of her. We have two conjoined babies at the umbilical cord. I am so perplexed already. It looks like she gave birth to both the babies under a bridge. All right, Quirk Explosion. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. That was the first baby with a quirk. What sort of flashback are we getting? Our congenital. Interesting. Summer, little manifested a little later. Very much mutant X gene from, X-Men. I like the way they visualize that. I could see that. Are we really getting an early meta human flashback? What the heck? This is a young all for one. Just a paranormal orphan. That's how dangerous it was during these times. They just have orphans. A good chance orphans are carriers of the mutant gene, the meta gene. So he's had the spike quirk for a long time. It was his mom's. That makes much more sense when she was pregnant and he. Oh my god. First off, I didn't realize him and his younger bro were twins. Bro, what the fuck? So he was been a demon since he's been a YN since before they were YNs. He's 7 years old, stabbing people to the face, marking them. Yeah, that makes much more sense. The fragility of younger brother. Oh my god. As he belonged to him. Brother, this is dementedly dark. I wonder if there's any actual comic or Star Wars references in these comic books. I know Horikoshi loves comics and Star Wars. You want to read some too, big bro? Of course not. Oh, wow. 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 3 years later. Oh, he really is a demon. The way he just appears through the moonlight like that. He killed the glowing baby and stole the glowing quirk for them trying to gather sympathizers and stuff like that. That's what gave him the inspiration for his titles. One for all for one. Music is so fantastic. I've always loved All for One's theme. Great transition to more modern. It makes a lot more sense how they ended up in their situation of the two of them, Wow. I'm gonna look back at the original flashbacks of them in seasons 3 and 4 and stuff so much differently. Little did you know, All for One. The ability to charge up powers and gain power, you know? Little did he know he already had the quirk to pass on powers. Oh wow, I never realized he actually gave his brother his name. They have a very dark, very tragic backstory. Holy cannoli. Look at the first two users. Oh, this is crazy. I could see how Bakugo could remind All for One of this guy. It's like Cayenne and Ichigo and Bleach, you know. I love the way the shadows creeping up on them like the demon lord Michael Myers he is, you know. Your mind, so possessive, so creepy. You can't be anyone's then. Wait, that actually happened? Oh wow, that's a very interesting way to visualize that. I really like that, how demented that is. Never really noticed that, how it does look like he's just kind of glazed over. There's a small thin film over his eyes that doesn't allow reflection. Wait, are we saying that because All for One forcibly gave his quirk to his brother, when his brother Yoichi tried to run away with the first two users right there, all for One was doing was taking the quirk that he had already given him, forcibly given him, back. But because of that, Yoichi disappeared and just truly died and disintegrated. But I'm assuming because Yoichi already passed on One for All to the first and second user as they're running through the tunnel, whatever the situation may be. So All for One was trying to suck up Yoichi's quirk, but he had no quirk, so he just murdered him. Is that what I'm getting at? Very valid theory. Have a tiny non-functional piece of trash. What? Especially with you taking all the nutrition, that makes sense. Because they say some are congenital, some are activated much later in life through puberty. I see. That seems malformed, so Yoichi really did pass on. They both had that realization at the same time. I love that transition through their eyes. And now it's more like the vestige Yoichi talking. Wow, these are all the users, all the vestiges. Oh yeah, with Smokescreen, these are all the past users. Wow, even in their dying moments, that's Nana, yep, and then obviously Nana with Toshinori. And he's the whole time All for One's talking about Yoichi, his little brother. Now that makes much more sense why he... Wow. They pulled a Gold Roger? That's super dark. Are we saying Bakugo's an actual descendant of one of the vestiges? It could be just pure coincidence. That's crazy. From across space and time, transcending barriers, realities, universes, time. Who's right there? Or Shigaraki, who doesn't want you. He's declining every time you try to give him an invite. Wow, All for One's actually feeling pressed. Yeah, you can't use all your power against All Might and Bakugo. You need to save some of it for that transfer. My goal, the transfer. Is he changing all of his plans due to how mad and upset he is currently? It's all one and the same. Fuck it. Okay. I love that shot of all the vestiges. They know. This hits so much harder now. Omni Factor Unleash. Now he's a Persona 5 villain. Great. Cool. Cool. Yes, I love that for you. This episode is called Quirk Explosion. We've got the human Persona 5 flesh boss missile attack rocket power. Okay, Explosion Man. Did he already have some nitroglycerin sweat on him, or what is Bakugo doing? That's the most disgusting fucking nutsack looking missile I've ever seen. I like it. I like it. Oh, that's so sick. Little mini rockets. Yup. He did. Wow. What the? You are one of the quickest witted, clever fighters in this show. Fuck Todoroki with 2. Fuck Deku with 7. So he's about to have the explosion of a lifetime. What's that called? The howitzer impact? There's no way he's hitting his ultimate move on All For One right now. I'm sorry, but you're not the main character. And he's pulling a Bakugo, calling him an extra as we hit one of the craziest Bakugo moves known to man. Oh, I love it. Oh my god, I got goosebumps. I really do. They're fucking massive. Oh my god, his chest injury is bursting open. Let me just sit back and enjoy some of this explosive animation. This is incredible. Shut the hell up, Darius. My fault, gang. Hey. Valid theory. Who is that talking? Oh, what the hell, Hawks? Oh. Because he stole Hawks' quirk factors inside there roasting him? Who are you talking mess about? What the? Oh. As the splint gauntlet breaks. Bakugo is the definition of go beyond plus ultra right now. This is his story. You don't know what this show is called, All For One. Oh, shout out Mama Katsuki. Everyone is involved. Everyone plays a pivotal part in the story, you know? Oh my god. This animation is amazing. I love the dark, heavy lines. Feels so much like JJK or Gurren Lagann. I can see why Bakugo's that guy, you know? He's the fucking GOAT. Shout out his parents. Shout out Yoichi. Shout out All Might. Headshot. I love that. The most egotistical king of calling people side characters and background characters doesn't even claim credit for that. He said he can only do that with everyone's help. I love that. Oh my god, he's an actual crawling baby. This would be the craziest episode ever if Bakugo just explosively punts a fucking All For One baby into the fucking horizon. Oh no. He's a new No, if something happens to Bakugo from baby All For One. Oh hell no. That's a great throwback. All right, Luffy. This ain't Enies Lobby. gangster. Chill out. Time to go Betty. Bye. Don't talk shit like that, Bakugo. I'm telling you, hunt this baby on some explosive shit. Is he really gonna transgress and reverse through time? Now he's like a fetus? Wow. Oh, I was kind of getting a little excited there. Hawks is really just gonna lose his quirk forever? Wow. Wow. Literally reverse time disintegrated into nothing. Bakugo legit defeated the scariest villain in My Hero history. I respect it, King. I really, you gotta throw the fist up even if you can't stand up. I respect it, King. Bakugo gets unbelievable levels of MVP throughout this episode, this season. Wow. That was a lot that just happened. Obviously, I loved the Bakugo, how that relates. There's so many full circleness from the beginning of My Hero. I know I said this last week, but I genuinely feel like now that once the season's over, the entirety of the show is available to binge. I feel like a lot of the emotional character arcs and developments for the characters from seasons 2, 3, 4 till now are gonna hit a lot harder if you're able to binge them consistently. Because this, relating back to the very beginning of Bakugo's character to the middle of Bakugo's character, where he had that little phase in season 2 and 3 where he was calling everyone side characters and extras, to him dropping his ego and saying how it's been everyone who's assisted him throughout this journey. That's the only reason this is like, there are so many aspects of Bakugo's character that came full circle and hit so much harder if you know immediately those references and callbacks to the earlier seasons. Thankfully, I've rewatched My Hero about 17 times since it came out due to reactions and due to me stuff like that, you know. But like, that was a great episode, and that's not even the fact of All For One and Yoichi's backstory and stuff like that. That is demented. How their mother seemed to be a homeless, struggling mom who had a drinking problem, who then gave birth under a bridge to twin boys, but one of them took all the nourishment, and then the whole explicit possession and the very, very demented story for All For One, how he just wanted to be seen constantly by everyone, but the one thing he wanted to keep with him the whole time against his will was Yoichi. And then everything that happened with the first users and the transference of the quirk, how that, I was assuming previously, had been all on purpose, yeah, I know what's going on, here's my quirk. But no, so much of this is like accidental and just dominoes falling, and then where the next one goes you don't know, and then where the next one falls you don't. It's like so interesting how all that has culminated to where we're at now, with Bakugo being a very close resemblance both physically and symbolically for the previous. It's like there's, so again, full circle, so much in this goddamn show. Shout out Horikoshi, man. Goddamn, Bakugo, you are the MVP. That was incredible. I really enjoyed that. Hopefully y'all did as well. I'm excited for that was episode 4. We still have like at least 8 weeks, 2 months, man. I'm excited for some My Hero. Hopefully you guys are as well. Please leave a like on this video. Let me know your thoughts down below. Like always, don't forget to drink some water. Tell someone you love them, and make good choices out there, Dapper Squad. I'll catch you guys next week. Peace out.